Welcome to Golf Weekly. I'm your host, Daniel Cort. What a week we just came off of, finishing up our RBC Heritage Tournament. It was a phenomenal event. We're all a little bit tired. I guess they call it the Heritage Hangover. And here to help me talk about the tournament and the success of the tournament are two of my sponsor partners. I've got Kevin Baker to my left here. Kevin with the Westin Hilton Head Island Resort and Spa. Welcome, Kevin.
Thank you. Glad to be back.
And a familiar face with us here, Stephen Thomson with the JPGA.
Perfect. Thanks for having us back. Yeah,
good to see you guys too.
Thank you,
guys. Let's jump right in. And I understand, it was a successful event, not only for our community, but for your individual businesses as well. Why don't you talk a little bit about
it? You bet. And Heritage Hangover. I mean, we've got it. It's a long weekend, and the hotel had a lot of success. I mean, we were busy. We have some of the corporate sponsors that stay at the property, and then a lot of people come in and want to be here for the weekend. So the hotel in general was busy. We even had some of those groups that wanted to come back. They've asked to sign on for the next 4 years.
Wow.
That RBC is going to be here. And then in the sales world, we actually use the Heritage as a weekend to entertain clients. So we bring in about 15 to 20 clients plus their guests, and we've got a skybox there on 18, and we do events every night, and we bring them in. And some of these people have been here before, and they were just happy to see the tournament going strong. And some people, this was their first introduction to Hilton Head Island, and they were blown away. I mean, so it was a good show for them.
We really put our best foot forward here during this week, and you could actually really feel the energy in the air because we're so close to losing this tournament.
Yeah.
I think there was a sense of gratefulness that we had our tournament back, and clearly you saw that excitement, enthusiasm in the people that were staying with you.
It did. I mean, people wanted to hang out. I mean, Harbor Town was packed as always, and not only did they walk the course, they saw a little bit of the island all over the place, and they saw the different places to eat and drink, and it was a great time.
We've got plenty of those.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. Stephen, real quickly, I understand your kids got to be a little bit a part of the tournament. Why don't you tell our viewers a little bit about that?
Absolutely. They got to get inside the ropes, and they were actually working the range. So all of our students volunteered, and what their job was catering to the players when they get there for their warm-up. And we know the pros, they like to spend a good amount of time hitting balls in the range. So all of our students were the happy faces, setting the balls up, getting the balls to the players, picking the range, dealing with all that. And they had a great time, and a lot of the kids got to take pictures with the pros, ask them questions, watch how they prepare, which is so important. Just as developing, try to find people that do it really well. Well, obviously the guys on the PGA Tour do it pretty well.
Pretty amazing. Yeah.
And, then they can incorporate that this week. And, we've noticed already since yesterday, first day back at practice, the kids got a little more energy to get back rolling because they've kind of been around the scene a little bit. And then actually last week they went to the Masters on Monday. So they've had an action-packed 2 weeks here.
The Masters, followed by getting to mingle with the pros here at our tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. So
what an exciting thing for kids in that developmental stage to be around the best players in the world.
Yeah, for sure. And we're very excited to hopefully get to do it again next year. And I know the kids will look forward to it again. And we can't wait for that tournament to get back because it's a great opportunity for not only the locals but kids alike to get out there and watch the pros.
No question. Yeah. Kevin, back to you real quick. You were telling me offset that you guys had an event called the Glow Event, and it sounds like an unbelievably unique and fun, festive event. Explain to our viewers what that is.
It was a really neat thing. We bring all these guests in to experience the golf on Hilton Head Island. So they golf during the daytime, then we go to the tournament in the afternoons, and then we have different events in the evening. And one of our evenings we did over at the Port Royal Heritage Golf Club, which is just on property with the resort.
That's one of our Heritage Golf Collection properties.
That's our partner. So we had dinner in the clubhouse and a reception on the back patio, and then as the sun set, they had gone out and created glow-in-the-dark practice ranges and putt-putt holes, and they even had the radar scope for the driving range. So we had a bar out there with glow-in-the-dark drinks, and people could go out there and they had some drinks, they had some fun, and you could putt the glow-in-the-dark balls around, and it was a lot of fun. So I think people will choose to do that for their own meetings when they come down, because anyone could set up an event to do that, and it was a blast.
What a creative event.
Absolutely.
So the radar could actually tell you the distance
Yeah.
that you were hitting, even though you could not maybe
Right.
not necessarily
No,
see
you could hit a glow-in-the-dark ball or a regular ball, but this thing's designed for training, and it watches. It shows your trajectory and your distance, and it tells you how your club face hits the ball, and if you're coming inside or outside. And it was a lot of fun. So
wow. So,
Yeah.
so dinner and drinks all around the event.
Yep, exactly.
No wonder you have a heritage.
Oh,
hangover. I'm
yeah.
sure a lot of your customers do as well.
It was fun, but it showcased everything well, and people they had golf on their mind, and they got right into the spirit, and it was a real success.
Yeah, speaking of the spirit, we hear so often, especially with the guys in the professionals and the analyst, you hear that we often have what they refer to as a master's hangover. That it's a decompression week for a lot of these guys, and we had, without a sponsor, we had lost our position as being the tournament the week after the Masters. Well, we got that back, and so many of the players had alluded to the fact that they were just so pleased with that because going through the grind of the Masters and the intensity of a major tournament, many of them said, when you drive across that bridge coming onto the island, even though they're working this week, it's going to be a little time for them to relax, decompress, hang out with their families, get on the beach, ride bikes, go to nice restaurants. So, it's great to have a wonderful tournament, but it's great to be appreciated for the resort island that we are. And you have any?
I think so. People that came, a lot of people have been to different PGA events, and people just really like this event because it is a community event. It's a social event. I mean, it's a party, and it's not stuffy, but it's upscale and it feels good, and people are very welcoming, and you get that southern hospitality. So people that are coming from all over the country, they come and they just had a blast, and it really is a positive energy.
Yeah, well, guys, it's about all the time we have for this segment. Thanks for being here. Thank you for your input. When we come back, I'm going to be joined by Roger Clark. He's a golf analyst with Adventure Radio. We'll be talking Carl Peterson, and we're going to be talking the Liberty Mutual Champions over in Savannah. We'll be right back.